Well, what we've seen are a truly terrible set of numbers. There's no sugarcoating this. This is a terrible set of numbers showing us that the economy's in real strife and the people to blame are Scott Morrison and Malcolm Turnbull. What we've seen from this government is a government that came into power saying they were going to clean up Labor's mess, and instead they've made it worse. By any measure, this is a government that has failed on the central argument it made when it came to power. What we've seen is Scott Morrison and Malcolm Turnbull be pig-headed in their determination to try and balance the budget on the poorest and most vulnerable people in Australia. The government is pig-headed. It continues to focus solely on spending, and when it says spending, read cuts to Medicare, read cuts to schools, read less support for pensioners, read less support for those people doing it tough who need income support, read less support for renewable energy, which is a pathway to jobs and growth.
When you look at what was the problem in Myefo today, it was around revenue growth. Wages growth especially. What did the government do just a month ago? They passed through both houses of parliament tax cuts for the wealthiest Australians, gave away $4 billion of revenue that they'd raised. They refused to make the deficit repair levy on high income earners, where high income earners pay an extra 2.5% of their income, they refused to make that permanent. It expires next year. That's $1.2 billion a year that we could be adding to our budget, and it's making the rich, the wealthy in this country pay. They refuse to sit down with the Greens and talk about how we could raise another $80 billion of revenue by a whole series of sensible measures that will not only help balance the budget into the future, but they'll also help make Australia a fairer place. It'll tackle inequality and the structural issues that are causing problems with the ratings agencies.